So, Daniel Regha has finally exposed the fake life of Ola of Lagos. You remember when the demolition incident occurred in Lagos, people started blaming, the Lagos state government for destroying investments of Ola of Lagos. But Daniel Regha has since come out to dispel that. He has said that Ola of Lagos wasn't the owner of the property demolished, but misleading the public is one thing. Now, him collecting or accepting donations from people who felt sad over the incident is, to him, not so right, and he described it as, unbelievable. That's wrong in every sense of the word. So those are the words of Daniel Regha. Daniel Regha will come hard on anybody who he feels is not doing things right. So in the end, I said it the other time that that building probably wasn't going to be for Ola of Lagos, because if you look at it, I said that Ola of Lagos, yes, I know he has money and all of that, but if you check the exotic cars they sell there, how can Ola of Lagos afford to even buy, one, if you talk of over 20 of those cars? He drives an expensive car. His car should be like maybe between 40 and 80 million or 100 million. But those cars you see him displaying, there are cars from like 100 million and above. So where will he get such money from? His influencing work and social media work he does. So I knew he wasn't the owner. That's why they said Ola of Lagos Group. So it's probably is working and fronting for politicians, or for some business mogul or drug lords. After all, Tinubu has pardoned over several many people, and many of them are drug barons and drug lords. So in the end, this kind of people sometimes will not want to use their name to front a business. And so it came as no surprise to me when Daniel Regha called out Ola, and people have since been attacking Daniel Regha. That was his business. How could he have known everything from the comfort of his room? But it's common sense. I know he has inside information, but beyond the inside information, it's common sense that there is no how Ola of Lagos could have been able to afford that, business. And then number two is the fact that, Ola of Lagos is collecting money from people for something isn't his. So I knew something was fishy when Ola of Lagos never came to social media to say anything about it. So I knew it was somehow, because Lagos state government would have gone to make his findings, and I even said that if actually that thing belongs to Ola, they would have compensated Ola behind the doors. So in the end, it came as no surprise to me. Well, it is what it is. So Ola of Lagos is also living a fake life like they all do in Lagos. So breaking news: the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, has traveled to the United Kingdom to seek medical attention. Multiple sources close to the development confirmed. So this is coming from Punch newspaper, and this is a big shame. As much as I wish him speedy recovery, and I pray that he doesn't die from this illness, we still have to point out the hypocrisy, idiocy and lunacy of the Nigerian government. How can you say that the Nigerian government has created a world-class hospital in Aso Rock, and yet your ministers are traveling abroad? The other time Wike traveled, the other time the Senate president traveled, and now Wale Edun is traveling. Tinubu is always traveling, and yet they keep saying they are fixing Nigerian medical infrastructure. Now let's look at some reaction from Twitter users. So a Twitter user, a Yoruba name Olamilekan A, he replied, he said, finally, the truth is out. The world-class hospital at Aso Rock isn't enough, lie government. And he tagged official APC NG. And in his post, he put the screenshot of where the health minister said, USA and UK patients now flying to Nigeria for medical treatment. Health minister. This man, if this man were to be in China, I'm sure he would have a gun would have been placed on his head, and he would have been poor, sent 6 feet below the ground, this minister, for his lies. And then Femi Gbajalamiya, the speaker of the House of Representatives, I hate to call him honorable because these people are dishonorable. He says new Aso Rock hospital is world class. Those are the two things the guy posted there to mock them, that they are a bunch of liars and hypocrites. If not, why will the minister travel out of the country, Wale Edun, to go and seek medical attention? It's a shame. Another Twitter user, Segun Ajayi, he says, how Europe underdeveloped Africa, and then he posted that same clownish Femi Gbajalamiya's post where he said that new Aso Rock hospital is world class, make that make sense, and they're all traveling abroad. And then he also added the screenshot of the post that reported the minister going abroad for treatment. Now the next person, a verified user by the name Herbert Ovation, says other nations don't travel down here for medical attention. Even our neighboring countries don't. Yet our politicians fly abroad for the slightest health issues and still boast about doing a great job in the health sector. How can you encourage others to use what you yourself can't use? That's hypocrisy at its peak, and that's the truth. Nigeria still has a long way to go. When leaders can't build a world-class hospital in their own country but take pride in traveling overseas for treatment, it shows how misplaced our priorities truly are. And it shows, in addition to what this person has said, how corrupt and how incompetent our leaders are, that they will still be traveling abroad for the slightest thing. Even the time they will spend in the place, 6 hours, is enough for them to even die on the trip. Why not spend it and spend just 20 minutes from your place in Abuja there to the best medical facility you claim to have in Abuja or in Aso Rock? This just shows the level of hypocrisy, the level of idiocy, and level of, impunity with which our leaders are ruling us, and how much they've taken us for granted. And until something is done through revolution now, this nonsense will not stop. So finally it has happened. I said it about 3 days ago in one of my videos that Diri was planning to decamp from PDP to APC, and I criticized him a little bit for that. But now he has decamped and he has gone with the whole 23 National Assembly members, and this is Nigerian for you. And the report I saw that time was that political earthquake. I said no, there is no political earthquake, because earthquake always occur every election season. And it says that Governor Diri of Bayelsa State, along with 23 members of this House of Assembly, have decamped to APC. So it's coming as no surprise, because in the end then Tinubu is muzzling them to join APC, otherwise they will lose the election. And PDP caused this because of their greed. This user by the name Dog Money says Nigerian politicians, that because they're all thieves, have no ideology. How many times do you see Republicans switching to Democrats? We need to change our electoral laws. You win on the platform of a party and decamp, you forfeit your mandate immediately. You can decamp when your tenure is done. Yes, as much as I agree with this, I would also want this person to know that the reason they are doing it is because, number one, if they remain in PDP, they will lose, because number one, PDP is not together. There is no real unity in PDP right now at the moment. And then number two, Tinubu is muzzling all of them to come and join APC, because they know that number one, if they lose, they will face the persecution of EFCC and other financial institutions, regulatory institutions rather, and it's almost certain that they're going to lose. Look at the impunity with which APC people that are contesting an election that are not even in power do things in a state that is run by PDP or other parties. This is why you see some of them switching. So this user, who goes by the name Kunkan, says some of you think one party country is good and having no opposition is good politics. Nigerians will learn the hard way by the time the new policies come and there's nobody to defend them. Just imagine that the likes of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan moves from PDP to APC because she's being persecuted, and then all of them like that, they all move. What do you think will happen? Anything Tinubu says will just be, and Tinubu will say he wants to do 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th term, and then it will be like that. The only reason they were able to stop Obasanjo was because there was strong opposition that time, APC, and even people within PDP were able to exercise their decision to say no, we do not want a 3rd term. But in this time now, all APC members in the National Assembly are all scared of Tinubu, and with Akpabio there, trust me, anything Tinubu says will be final if Nigerians will not stand against this injustice. So finally, this user, who goes by the name Hack says APC's downfall will bank more than Nigerian lifting World Cup in 2026. So I do not wish APC to fall, because if APC falls, it means eventually we'll be having a one-party system eventually, because either PDP will take over or ADC will take over. I want a system where we'll have like 3 active political parties that will rival one another. But in the end, APC needs to be held accountable for their infractions. Otherwise, we'll just be living in a banana republic where anything goes, and the Nigerians will suffer am in the end. Una wey dey support APC, that time e go clear for una eyes. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I remain your boy Ernest Omozope Adebayo Okoje. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Signing out. Peace.